So a few months ago, my buddy Snapper from Snapper's Antique Firearms Unlimited sent me a box of balsa wood to try for antique muzzleloading propellant. Now, all of this balsa wood that he sent me was scrap from old RC airplane stuff. Now, back in the 90s and before then, RC airplanes were primarily made out of balsa wood. Nowadays, they're made out of foam. And anyway, so he had a whole bunch of this stuff laying around and he wanted me to give it a try just to see how it did. So we did, charred it up. Now, the way I charred this stuff up, and I've been doing this lately and I really like this method, is I take my can that I've shown you in other videos and I make a fire in my wood stove. This is harder to do now that spring is here and it's warming up. And at the end of the evening, when, there's nothing but coals in there and there's no more fire, I take my can full of whatever wood I'm charring and I throw it in my wood stove and I leave it there all night until the following day. And that seems to work out really well. Now, it's not as controlled as I would like it to be, but it's kind of a set it and forget it kind of thing. And it works exceptionally well. So that's how I charred this stuff. Everything else is the same, 77, 13, 10. I have found that that particular ratio works the best with just about every charcoal. A few months ago, we all got a hold of the Swiss document. And in that particular piece of literature, it said that Swiss uses the ratio of 78, 12, 10. Now, I tried that ratio a few years ago with willow and red cedar, and it lost velocity. Now, I haven't tried it yet with alder buckthorn. I still run 77, 13, 10. But with all the other charcoals that I've tried, 78, 12, 10 actually lost velocity, at least with that charcoal. So maybe with buckthorn, it works better, but not with the stuff that I've tried. Anyway, so this particular stuff was made at 77, 13, 10, was milled for 24 hours in my new mill with the PVC jar and brass media. And for this test, it's the same as usual with my Kibler SMR 45 with 50 grains of 3F, a 20 thousandths patch, and a 440 round ball. And here's how it went. Okay, so this is our balsa wood powder. It's milled for 24 hours with brass media. It's double pressed to match the density of commercial grade powders. And it's glazed for 24 hours. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. $16.97. Shot number 2. I saw it flash a real number, and then it stopped and went back to 77.
Son of a
dirty, rotten. Shot number 2. $17.10.
Ooh, I like where this is going, boys.
Yes. That's good.
That's real good.
Shot number 3. I saw it. It said 17 something and then 26. You must. All right, shot number 3. $17.47. Let me do one more. Ready? All right, shot number 4. Drilled it. Duplicate, 747.
1747.
Sorry, I was thinking aircraft. Let me do it one more time.
Shot number 5.
Just not gonna give me a real number.
It says
I mean it, chronograph. This is your last chance.
Shot number 5.
I like to run
1720.
1720.
I'm running shoots at 60 range, 45 caliber. Cap gun.
Give it a
Just
shot,
for fun.
Jake. Let's see where we're at. Stand back a little bit more, Ed.
You know what you're
Right,
talking
right
about?
there, right there.
Aiming to hit that thing? It might be an accident.
Oh, good solid hit.
And it says
77.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's not just me.
37.
Oh, 37.
Oh, it's worse than I thought.
Shoot it.
8
shots. Holy sh!
Dude. Dude, balsa.
I'm going to do a patch through mine after 2 shots.
I've never ever had powder that clean. I don't know that Swiss will do 8 shots and come out that clean.
No way. Swiss does 3 shots and comes out that clean. I've never seen that. That is unheard of
Okay,
right
well,
there.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going.
Minimal.
Let me take some pictures to look and see.
Yeah.
Because I tell you right now, that is cleaner than Swiss.
Yeah.
Because I've never gotten 8 shots through that thing where it was still that easy to load.
Dude.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling.
Let me just put 3 shots through it, and we'll just see what
Mind-boggling.
happens.
That just blows me away, man. But you know what? I mean, all the characteristics of the of the charcoal.
My 3rd freaking patch.
Jesus.
Look at this shit, bro. My 3rd patch. That's what that shoots.
That shoots in, huh?
Yeah.
Aw.
I was a long time, 67. I was out in the bushes. While we were down on Wildcats.
All right. Now let's see what it looks like after 3 shots.
It's really impressive how soft it is.
Yeah. Now, I don't mean to pat myself and all my buddies on the back over this, but this powder is cleaner than Swiss. And even still, that sounds strange to say because since we've been on this crusade, we've accomplished a lot. But one of the goals was to make powder that is comparable to Swiss. Now, we've been able to make powder that is cleaner and faster than Schutzen and Goex and a lot of the other old weird brands like Elephant and some other weird ones. But I've never been able to make powder that is as clean as Swiss. I could make powder that was as powerful and even a little bit more powerful, but definitely not as clean. Pretty clean, but not as clean. And it wasn't until I got a hold of this balsa where I was able to make powder that is cleaner. Now, I'm not sure why or what about the balsa makes it cleaner than Swiss, because other than charring it a little different, everything else is the same. It's milled in the same mill, it's the same jar, the same media, the same amount of time. It's pressed the same, to the same density, all of that. So it's a big deal to us that we can make powder that is cleaner than Swiss. Now, the velocity is not up to Swiss speed, that's for sure. It's still, I think, 50 or 60 feet per second less. But it's faster than Goex and Schutzen. So, not exactly mission accomplished, but it's a big step in the right direction because for the first time ever, we have powder that is cleaner than Swiss. That's a big deal. Now, the reason why I left all of those other shots in the video where my chronograph was giving me weird readings is because I wanted you to see how many times I loaded and fired it before I swabbed it. Because typically what I do with that rifle in particular is I will fire 3 shots and then I'll swab the barrel. And it only takes 1 patch, 1 pass up and down. That's it. You're done. That's all it needs. Fire another 3 shots, do it again. That's how I like to do it. I found I get the best accuracy and the most consistent shots, most consistent velocities rather, when I use that particular method. Now, I've seen plenty of guys that like to fire until they just about can't seat that ball. They're having to hammer their ramrod down. And then after they fire, they'll take it and they'll clean it and they'll use 20 patches and they'll spray it down with Windex and Simple Green and all kinds of stuff. And it'll be a big production. Personally, in my not so humble opinion, fire 3 shots, swab it really quick, use 1 patch, and you're done. Fast. Takes you 30 seconds or something. But the reason why I included all those other shots in the video there was to show you that I fired it several times, twice as many or more than I would without swabbing it if I was using Swiss. Now, even with Swiss, I get 5 or 6 shots and I'm having trouble seating that ball and I have to use 2 patches to clean it generally. This stuff is cleaner. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have my powder horn with my 3F Swiss with me. I didn't bring it with because I would have done a side-by-side comparison. So that's what we'll do next time. I have some more of this stuff, so about 1 flask worth of 3F of the balsa wood powder. And I'll fire 3 shots and I'll swab each one with Swiss and this stuff, and I'll be able to look at the patch and see. But I could tell you just from how easy it was loading that it's cleaner. And after I swabbed it, I was looking at the patch. It's way cleaner. So that's a big deal to us. So it's a big step in the right direction. So, you know, it's a small victory for us around here anyway. So, as usual, folks, if you thought this video didn't suck, do me a favor and hit the like button and consider subscribing. And if you did think it sucked, well, then go make your own damn video. It's not, I mean, I guess you could say it's comparable to Swiss. Well, no, it's not. Well, it's definitely cleaner than Swiss. So even though it's much cleaner than Swiss, but the velocity is a little lower, where are you going with this? Either way, here's to super clean black powder. Ah.